This is everything that you find in the modern day washing machine. Now this washing machine is still working, but I had to fix it. That's why I have everything outside here. But I thought, since I already opened it up, I should also teach you what we have inside of a washing machine and how it works. So if you think this is interesting, or you also want to fix your washing machine, or you want to see what we have inside and how it works, or you want to know what you should tear down from a washing machine like this one because you have a lot of useful stuff inside here, well, let's get started. Before we go with this awesome video, you must know that PCBWay has a big Christmas sale. For example, up to 50% for PCBs, 10% and 20% for 3D printing, and also some free upgrades like for example purple, matte black and pink solder mask, which are pretty awesome. Besides, you can get coupons of up to $435, which is also awesome. So check PCBWay.com for all the details, and remember, I've been using their services for a long time and I always get the best results for PCBs prototypes, the stencil, for 3D prints, even the flexible PCBs, and also up to 14 layers for the normal PCBs, and much more. You can select any color that you want and the manufacturing time will take just a few days. So improve your project with PCBWay, and Merry Christmas to everybody! Okay guys, so let's see what we have in a modern washing machine. And I say modern because this is quite new. That's why I don't want to throw it out, because it got broken and I want to fix it because it's quite expensive. Because it's a washing machine plus a drying machine. Because when I was living in Barcelona, I didn't have enough space for washing machine and a dryer. And I bought this one, which I don't actually recommend because it's not that good as a normal washing machine and a separate dryer. But anyway, let me show what we have inside, because we have some cool stuff, like for example a very powerful brushless motor, which is quite new. It has an automatic detergent feeding and it also has a drying system. So let's check it out, and maybe this will help you to fix your washing machine. So this is everything that you will find in a washing machine, and I'll go over each one in just a moment and also show what got broken and how I fixed it. And yes, you have the body of the machine with the drying system and the detergent system. Then you have the main duvet, which is the thing that spins, and to spin it you use this, which is the brushless motor, together with this part, which are the magnets. And then this gets closed water sealed, so all the water will be inside of this plastic case. And then you have the seal of the washing machine and some small parts. And the brain of the machine is inside of this part here, which has the screen and the menu and so on. So yeah, let's go step by step. Okay, so the water enters here, and that's how the cycle starts. And here we have two valves, electromagnetic valves, just open and close. We have two because one goes here and it will fill the entire washing machine, and the other one, as you can see, goes here, which is the detergent. And then we have two more pumps here because this has an automatic detergent dispenser. So yeah, that's why we have two tubes, because one fills the washing machine and the other one goes to the detergent to get the detergent into the washing machine as well. Okay, so now the washing machine has water, but it needs detergent, and this is the next step. The detergent and the softener are will go here in a liquid form, and this will connect to these two pumps. That's why this is automatic, because the more you open the pump, more detergent or softener you will put into the machine. So the liquid will stay here and just drops and drops of detergent into the water, and then activate this valve, so you will clean it and all the detergent will go into the machine. That's how it's done. This part also has two sensors for level, so it will detect if there is no liquid detergent or softener. It will automatically try to take detergent from here, which will be dry detergent, like in the dust shape, in the granulated form. Okay, so the water with detergent is inside here together with your clothes. And actually this is the part that spins, and this is the part that got broken. As you can see, we have 3 screws here and 2 of them got broken, and these start wobbling around, damaging the exterior of the entire washing machine. And since this is broken, the only solution for that I had is to weld it like this, because I couldn't change the screws. So I just weld all 3 screws in place, and now it doesn't move anymore. So I'll just add it together, and since it was wobbling around, I first thought it was the bearing, but it was not the bearing. So this goes inside of this case, and this one together with the other one will get shut, so it will be water sealed. And then the motor will spin the entire cylinder and wash your clothes. This is the motor together with this part, and this has the magnets. This is the outer part, this is the inside part, and this is connected to this, and that's how it spins. Inside it has two bearings, one on this side and one on the other side, which also got a bit damaged, so I had to change one. And yeah, that's basically how you wash your clothes, by spinning this together with detergent and the clothes inside of it. This is the cylinder seen from the front side, so this is where your clothes will go, and this entire part will go inside here, and the motor will be on the back, and that's how it spins. And as you can see, we have a gasket here and a bunch of screws, so the entire water will be sealed inside of this, so no water should get outside. And that was the second problem that I have with this machine. And by the way, since the entire water will be here, this is the water heater, because you might wash your clothes with cold water or with heated water. So this is the heater, so the water will go maybe till here, and this will heat the water. And yeah, we have some connectors behind, and this is gets connected to a relay that is on the main board. And before we pass to the next thing that got damaged and show it to you, this is a very important component. This will go right there on top of the bearing, because when you add this shaft inside of the bearing, water could leak. And this is specially made, it has some sort of spring inside of it, and it will apply pressure on the shaft, so no water will leak out between the connection of the motor and the entire cylinder. Now, since inside of the washing machine there is no pressure, because it's just water, you have no pressure, this is sufficient, this is enough to don't let the water get out. And that's what we have inside, and I should also change that, and hopefully I'll get a new one before I close it. Okay, and here comes the second problem, since the entire cylinder was wobbling around inside of this case here, and I wasn't aware of that, because you just put a washing machine and you go out, you don't care about that, and it was wobbling inside of this. As you can see, it just touched the entire plastic and broke it. So I had to seal it with a special resin, then some silicone to water seal it, and also a very hard silicone on the exterior. And now I hope that it will work and not get broken once again. Luckily, the top part is quite okay, the bottom part was a little bit more damaged, so this still has the rigidity of the plastic and the fiber that it was used. So now I have to seal this back up, and also since I got welded the bolts, hopefully it will work. The only concern that I have is that this is not centered anymore and it will wobble even more, and hopefully the bearing is still okay. This is a new one, but the other one is still the one that it had, so I didn't change that because it looked quite good. And yeah, hopefully it will work. You have to understand that everything that washes your clothes gets inside of these two cases, so this must be water sealed. That's why we have a bunch of gaskets all around, and also this spins at a very high speed. Now, since we have the motor here on the back and all the heavy part here, and also the cylinder will also be on the back with the heavy side on that way, in order to calibrate it and balance it, we have here some concrete. Instead of this plastic, we have concrete, which is quite heavy, to balance the weight. And the most important part nowadays that you have in all the washing machines, you might have 2 or 3 of these, and these are oil springs. And as you can see, they dampen down the entire vibration and make the entire part don't vibrate that much, because this will spin at 1400 RPMs, something like that, very high speeds. So these are very important, together with some other springs that we have here inside of the machine to hang the entire part in mid-air. You will see that in a moment. I will just assemble it back and show that to you. And the rest are just rubber gaskets to make the water not come out. Lastly, we have 2 more systems, which is the water output and the hot air for drying your clothes. The dryer system is very easy. We have a ventilator together with a heating element inside here, and then the air will input inside of the cylinder through this hole, which is connected to the rubber gasket. So that's how you will get hot air inside, and on the other side you output the air to that tube. So basically, while spinning the clothes, you get all the moisture out, and that's how you dry it. It's not that efficient as a normal dryer, but it does the job. So you get also clean clothes and also dry clothes. And yeah, that's the system. And the last part is the output pump. It's just a normal water pump and a filter here that you can output and clean it, and also some water bath here, so you can just output the water. And that's it. The rest of the cases are, I'm guessing, are just power supplies, because this is the main cable. So I'm guessing you have a power supply here, because I'm guessing that the digital part doesn't work at 220 volts, works at 5 or 12 volts. And yeah, inside of this we have the power supply part, the output pump, and that's the output hose, and it will go to your drain. And that's it. And obviously the last part is the main brain, which is behind this plastic here. You have 2 connectors, And with that you get all the controls for the temperature, the modes that you want, the screen, and this also has IoT and you can connect it to the internet and control it with the app. So you also have a Wi-Fi antenna inside there. But yeah, I don't really like this machine because it is good, but having both types of washing and drying in the same enclosure is not that efficient. But yeah, is what I have right now, and since this is quite expensive, I have to fix it. Okay guys, so that's everything that we have inside of a washing machine. So if you also want to fix your machine, this footage might help you, because in my case, I've also had to watch a bunch of videos before I open the washing machine just to make sure that I won't damage it. And by the way, if you want to fix anything inside of this cube, inside of this case here or behind, you must take everything, but everything out of the washing machine just the same as I did, because you don't have enough space to get behind of the metal cylinder, so I have to take everything out. Disconnect all the tubes, disconnect all the connectors and the wires, so make pictures, so you should know how to get it back. Get the hydraulic dampers and the springs, get the entire case out, open it with like 20 or 30 screws, and then get the metal part out. So it is a lot of work, but I think that it worth because this is quite expensive. So now let me walk you through the process of reassembling the washing machine. Okay, the first step should be to reassemble this entire case and water seal it. So for that we should add this on top of the cylinder, get this out of the cylinder out through the bearings, and then add the back of the motor and close it with a screw. So let's just do that. Now that the motor is in place, we should add the main screw, but this must have some Loctite, because this screw will be under a lot of force and we only have one, so it doesn't have, it can't get out by itself. So we just add some Loctite, add it in place, tight it, and that's it. Now that the motor is in place, we have to merge these two parts together, and we have like 20 something screws all around the perimeter to seal these two parts together. Now make sure that you clean this perimeter and also this that has the gasket, close them up and add all the screws. Okay, so now everything here is sealed. So now we have to add this entire part inside of the machine. And that's quite tricky because the space is very limited. It's almost exactly the size of this. And then we have to hook it with these springs. And then I think the most difficult part, because we have very low space to access it, is to add the oil springs, to connect them there. Because here, especially where we have the pump, there is very low room to enter and add a screw. But anyway, let's just add it inside of it. Tied it with these springs in midair, and then tied it to the oil actuators, to the oil dampers. More or less. As you can see now, it's held in midair. So now we have to add the oil springs and seal everything and close the case. Luckily, the engineers thought about this, so we have two holes here, otherwise it will be very difficult to reach that. So you need like a very long key like this one. Just add it there and add the screw. Okay, so there we have it. Now we have to connect every tube, any connector, everything back in place how it was. So make sure that you make pictures before you disassemble it. So I have pictures for everything. And the last part is to connect the main board with this connector. And just like that, the washing machine is reassembled. Now the top part, I have it upstairs, because now I have to take the entire machine upstairs and test it out. But yeah, that's it. Hopefully it works. Okay, now the moment of truth. Here it starts. Okay, it started. And no errors. Now put the program to wash the entire cylinder and then just wash something. It will be drum clean. Yep, we have water. You can see the water inside. So guys, the machine works, no water leakage, and I hope that this will help you maybe fix your machine and more or less know what we have inside and how is everything organized in case that you want to open one or maybe fix it. Who knows? Really hope that this video is helpful for you, and keep up you guys. Thank you very much. So guys, here I am in my workshop, another video that ended. I hope that you like it, and the most important part, I hope that you have learned something new. Anyway, I just wanted to give a thank you to all my patrons, to you guys, to the viewers who are supporting me, liking my content, sharing it, commenting below. Just check my website, check my shop, check my t-shirts. All this kind of stuff will support my channel, so thank you very much once again.